Now let me show you a stunning example, an absolutely bracing example of how this climate activism plays out in real policy terms in this country. As you know, the net zero push has us this country in a mad rush to decarbonise our electricity grid. We've spent close to $100 billion doing that already, and we're slotted to spend hundreds of billions more. All we've got for it so far is an energy crisis, prices going through the roof and supplies looking very shaky indeed. And Labor's promising to go harder and faster, which brings us to an astonishing admission today. Let me tell you first about who we're going to hear from. Kerry Shott is a businesswoman trying to get onto the AGL board, part of climate crusading billionaire Mike Cannon-Brookes' plan to change the direction of that power company, to get out of the coal generation and take it to renewables and net zero. Shott also used to head up the government's Energy Security Board. So she's into renewables, but she also should know what it takes to keep the lights on. Now have a listen to her answer to a surprisingly relevant question on the ABC this morning.
Well, last week, AGL Chair Patricia McKenzie warned aligning the company with 1.5 degree warming would need all of the company's coal power generation closed by at least mid-2029 and for all coal plants in the national electricity market to shut 2 years later, which she says is not possible because replacement capacity cannot be built in time. She says it's just not possible. And that would put pressure on energy security and, of course, price, which is a huge issue at the moment. What's your response to that?
Well, I think it may not be possible, but I think we've got to try.
We've got to try? We've got to try? Bugger your power bills? Bugger your power shortages? We've got to try? Kerry Shott is not saying it might be difficult. She's not saying it might cost more or take longer than we expect. She's saying it might be impossible. It's this close to being impossible. They are playing games. They're gambling with your future. Compare that refreshing honesty to what you hear from Chris Bowen and Anthony Albanese and the ABC and the Tills and all the rest of them. They keep telling us this is indisputably good, that there will be cheaper power, more jobs and economic nirvana. We're going to be a renewable energy superpower. But Kerry Shott, former chair of the Energy Security Board, a renewables advocate to boot, admits that in fact it might be impossible. Look, I've been telling you for months, for years, with all the expert advice we can muster, that what they are planning is impossible. No country has done it. Every country that has tried has run into strife. You can't build enough renewables. You can't build enough transmission. You can't build enough storage. It costs too much, it takes too long, it's unreliable, and the technology is not up to the job. Have a listen to Kerry Shott, then go on and detail some of the issues that make this very, very difficult, maybe impossible for Australia.
Like all infrastructure, we don't have enough skills at the moment, and I think just the very effort of getting builders out there is enormous. And the other thing is, no community wants to have big transmission lines too close to them. So get buy-in from the community, and the farming community in particular is going to be very critical.
Very critical, all right. This has only just begun. They want to build 28,000 kilometres of massive transmission lines to hook up all the renewable projects, and they need the buy-in from people who live in the places where those lines are going to run. Good luck with that. Good luck with building them. Good luck with getting the approvals. This cluster mess has hardly begun. It is impossible. And we've heard today from a serious expert who's full bottle on this plan, full bottle for the renewables push, but even she admits it's this close to being impossible. As you know, I go further, I say it is impossible. But we've got to give it a try, she says anyway. Got to risk your economy and your energy supplies anyway, all for no discernible environmental benefit. This is madness, this is national self-harm, and I won't stop calling it out.